useless website, another fine Saturday evening. And it's been a big week of Doge, and I was kind of looking at this ASCII Doge, and um, I think I wanted to do something with the Doge. And I was exploring some of the useless websites that I have listed on the useless web, and there's this one, the endless.horse. And I was thinking it might be fun to build an endless Doge. Um, and the funny thing that I really thought about this whole thing is the idea that you can print it. If I printed this horse, it would be 16 pages. So I kind of wanted to make almost a challenge website where you make a massively long Doge, and then you are encouraged to print it. That is that's pretty good. Yeah, let's jump into it. So I've just made a new folder. I'm going to make a new file as we always do. Oh no, how long has that been there? Oh no, it's not. Okay. Yeah, as we do, index.html. And we'll put some HTML in that. What was the shortcut? There it is. HTML. Doc type. This is a page. We save it. Let me reveal in the Finder and open that in Chrome. Good. That's our page, and I will also do a index.js, and this is going to be /index.js. The JavaScript of the page. So to make something like this, I guess the first things first is we need to get the Doge onto the page. Let's put it into the markup. We'll make a wrapper because we're going to want to center it. And then we are going to want the Doge itself nice and big. So if we refresh, okay, he's almost on there. That's a little bit of spacing, which I can see here. Is that right? Nice. Well, that's a fantastic start. We're going to want to put some styles as well. Let's do it here. I think one day we'll start using style sheets, but for now, I'm not really minding putting them in line because we're not really doing anything too crazy. HTML and body, margin 0, min width 100%, min height 100%. And we want to center this wrapper. Let's do padding top, 30 VH, so that's 30% of the total screen height. Width 300 px, margin auto, and let's see how this looks. Damn, perfectly centered. That never happens. Oh, what a victory. Okay. So the idea of making one of these really long, the way that you sort of do that is by having a piece that you can sort of attach, unattach, and reattach. So if I took that neck bit away and I kind of added it on a couple of times, I sort of want this. Yeah. I could put some of these darker patches in a few other places. Let me put this, this. Again, let's just, for variety, sort of mix it up a little bit. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, so it's already looking pretty good. Oh, we don't need the endless holes. Don't need that one anymore. Let's do another little snippet. Okay, so the idea is that we would take this, we would have a second element, pre is pre-formatted. Y180p. I don't know. It's struggling. My crappy laptop is struggling. I need to definitely improve it. If you can see it, that is better. It seems like it's okay, but if the quality is shit, I'm gonna have to fix it on the next one. But as they say, your best laptop is the one that you're streaming on. Okay, so if I make this the neck, what do we call it? The neck of the doge. And I switch it to this. Oh, it's almost there. There's a little detachment. I guess that's just because of this breaking it. Nope. Oops. All right, why is there the pre has a margin there. Okay, so put that back. Pre margin 0. And switch. There we go. Nice and connected. It's a long doge. I don't like this little bit here. Where is that coming from? It goes down, up, neck. Down, up, it's this. Yeah, I don't mind it. Pretty good. Okay, so we've got a long doge. And the next thing really that I want to do is make these repeat infinitely. So the way that you sort of do that is when you scroll down, when this section appears on the screen, you would say, okay, add another section. And the way that we do that is with JavaScript. Let's just test that that script is working correctly on the page. Make my console large as well because the quality is poor. Hi, yes, okay, so the JavaScript is working. I can sort of see the centering there. 300 might have been a little bit aggressive. Let's move it down to 220. Seems perfect. 220. Okay. Yeah, so the way that you used to do things like this is that you'd probably add something to listen to the scroll of the page. You might still have to do that anyway and see if it's at the bottom. But there's kind of a newer way with JS called an intersection observer, which you tell it an element and it looks at that element, and if it enters what you have said is the observable area, then the event trigger. So we'll probably make a function anyway, like inject neck. I like that. And we'll make a new observer. So const observer equals new intersection observer. Intersection observer takes a function which you pass entries into, and then it also has a secondary set of options. Oh, my my thing again, the Sublime text. I'm going to quit and I'm going to open it again. I keep getting that, maybe it's this bubble. JavaScript, just leave me alone. Okay, so it takes entries, and it also has an observer, and within it, it essentially sees the entries as a list, even though usually we'll just pass one element of it. But so you'll do entries dot for each entry. Oh no, that I'm nervous about that. And if entry dot intersection ratio, it is useful, is greater than 0. Then console.log, let's just say entry is in this screen. That way we'll know if it's working. Let's clean that up. Okay, and then we want to do a couple of things. We want to essentially get a few of these elements and just save them. So we want the wrapper, constant wrapper equals document.query selector wrapper. We also want the neck because that is going to be the element that I reproduce over and over and over and over and over again. I think I just called it neck. And yeah, that's essentially it for now. And then the first thing here we'll call inject neck here, and with that, oops, and with that, we'll do this log. So yes, we want to connect this thing in. So I want to do observer.observe, and in it, this is really just driving me crazy. I want you to stop. Neck. I'm just gonna look at my preferences and see if I can stop. I just want this autocorrect to leave me alone. Okay, let's see how that goes anyway. Could not call property observe on. Could not call property observe on. What was that? Intersection observer parameter is not of type element. Neck. Document.query selector. Dot neck. I need the classes to be correct. Or not. Did I call it neck? Yep. Console.log neck. No. Document. I see. I'll move the JavaScript to the end of the document. So it runs after everything is running. Yeah, there we go. The entry's in the screen. So it has identified that the neck is in the screen, and it should do it as I scroll. Yes. Awesome. So if it's in the screen, I can get to the fun business of injecting it. So to inject a neck, I essentially need to just clone the current neck. Let's say I need to clone the current neck, and then I need to mush it in to the DOM, and then I also just need to remove the observer before. So I'll pass the entry down. Entry. So when you inject, whoops, When you inject, we'll do observer dot unobserve entry dot target. So this here stops observing the old neck element. And yes, I'll create a new one. So const cloned neck equals, we'll just use this one neck as the dot clone node as the truth of source, as the source neck. We won't clone the sequential necks afterwards, and then we need to insert it afterwards, which is like wrapper dot append child. I think it should just be wrapper dot append child cloned neck. The wrapper should just always stick it to the end. Let's see. So if I have one neck currently and a refresh, still one neck, I got an error. Clone node is not defined. Clone node? Ah, cloned neck. Yep. Yeah, two necks. So easy, so easy. So I add a new neck, I stop observing the old neck, and then observer dot observe cloned neck. Okay, so that essentially will, I mean, that should be it, really. Yeah, there it is. Damn, it's a long one. Let me do it again. Yep, that's an endless, that's an endless doge. Okay, so, I mean, that was a little too quick. I want to add something else. That is a long neck. Okay, so let's add some text in. I guess like the idea that I had was that I wanted people to print it. So first, what's the Doge font is Comic Sans, right? Comic Sans font stack. Oh, there we go. I've been here before. Comic Sans MS, Comic Sans cursive. And let's add first, if we want people to print, the whole idea is we should encourage it right from the get-go. So let's put something right at the top that says, you know, div class equals info, and we want a big h1 print a long doge. And with our styles, we'll do dot info position fixed, top 20px, left 20px. Everything should be using this font family. And if I switch, print long doge, it's got some h1 always has margin top 0, margin bottom 10px. I'm going to do 10px because I want to add things to the bottom of that. Print along doge. That's a good start. How about every single time you extend the neck? Let's inject some wows into this. So when you inject, let's also say inject wow as a function. Inject wow, and we'll do let wows equals 0. We'll start with 0 wows. Inject neck calls inject wow, and inject wow. First, we'll do wows plus plus, and we'll use that number. Whoops. No. Wait, why is this happening? I've got sticky keys. come back. Don't save. Oh, there goes my inject net code. Getting, oh, I feel like I'm getting, my keys are messing up. What's going on? Inject neck function. Inject neck. Oh no, inject wow. Damn, we lost some code there. Sad. Const let wows equals 0. Wonder what just happened. Okay, that calls inject wow. Wow plus plus. Exactly how it happened before. And let's put something in here that says, you know, div class equals stat. And it will be you have collected span wows. ID equals wows. Again, we'll put that in here. Wows. And we'll do wows dot inner text equals, oh no, there it goes again. Equals, wows, man, so many technical difficulties. Save, is it my lack of semicolons, do you think? Oh, my wows are completely broken. What's happened? I've got a JS bug, probably. Wows has already been declared. Wow, I wanted to use that. Wow, L. I don't know what's happening. It's something bad. Wow, now wow is not defined. This one is wows, that one is wow L. There we go. Okay, you've collected 2 wows. Okay, now we've got a wow count going on, which I like. We just need to add the wows onto the page as well. So let's do document.create element. I think what's happening is the auto completion is going nuts, and I don't want it to. Oh, I can't figure out how to stop it. Okay, const new wow equals document.create element div. New wow dot inner text equals wow in caps. I still think it's this JavaScript Babel thing. I just want, just leave me alone. And I guess I want to position, I want to inject it onto the screen, and then I want to position it. So new wow dot style dot left equals math dot random times window dot inner width. And I'll also, that's going to pick a position between 0 and the full width of the screen. And I'm just going to minus 200, because if it picks the furthest right, the wow would be, it would be kind of squeezed off the edge of the page. New wow.style.top equals, we stored that wrapper, right? Yep. Wrapper dot offset height. That should be how high the wrapper is. And we'll do minus 200 there. Oh, we got a plus. We got a plus pixels onto each of these. plus px. And then document.body.append child new wow. So let's see how that goes. Cannot set property top stipe. Spelling. It says they're injecting. They are here. They need some other styles. Let's give them a class. New wow dot class name equals text wow. And in the styles, we'll give it dot text wow position absolute. Oops. Position absolute. Is there anything else that I'll need? I want to see it. Nope. Text wow. Oh, they also don't have the wow text in them. Oh, and the left is being. Let's see. Dot intertext. Ugh, typos. Life of a coder. Ah, there they are. Wow, 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 wow. If I have a bigger screen. All right, now we're collecting wows. I like that. Let's make them way bigger, definitely. Font size, 30 pixels. Nice, 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 nice. That gives you some encouragement. Now, still more that could happen here. How about we'll do like a long a length indicator. Your BR. At a break, like your doge is span ID equals length. Wow. Long. See how that goes. Your doge is wow long. Yep. Okay. So let's say let's add that here as well. Const length L equals document dot query selector length. It's the first time I've called something by a normal name. If wows equals 10, we'll do length L dot inner text, spell it right this time, and we'll say wow wow. So let's test that. Yeah, so after 10 you get wow wow long. And let's just add a bunch of these, sort of encourage people to kind of go crazy with the lengths of the wows. If you equal 50 wow 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 long, if you get to, let's say, 150, that's just a much wow. Oh, 100. If you get to 150, a long much wow. Let's test, just make sure that this is all working. Wow, wow. Yeah, long. Wow, wow, long. Perfect. And I mean, let's just go nuts with these, you know. Let's go, what, 250? Very much wow long. Let's go, what do you think the next one should be? 500? Wow, very much wow long. See you, mate. Thanks for joining. Let's go 1,000. That's a really long. Wow, very much wow. much, very much wow, exclamation. And if I go 2000, I mean, you're absolutely going crazy here. I'm just going to add an exclamation point. What I was thinking is maybe I'll go back and make these nuts, but I think at 3000 and 5000, you are, let's put it like 30,000 up there. Don't forget to print. Okay. Wonderful. Wow, wow. When was the next one? 150? Yeah, long much. Wow. Okay. Last and not least, what I think I'll do, and we'll kind of finish this up. Again, I think I kind of like the idea of trying to make some kind of weird challenge here where you know, amongst your wows, maybe you have to click them and you collect them. But one of the funnier thoughts that I had was that uh, the printing. So let's add finally let's add a print button. Print and let's put it in an H1 too. And we'll give it some dot print position fixed top 20px, put it on the right hand side so people don't miss it. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Give it exclamation point, click to print. So people really know. And we'll just trigger the print dialog. Document dot query selector dot query selector dot print dot add event listener. Click and function. I believe annoyingly it's just window to print. Maybe not annoyingly. So if I collect, let's collect some doges, click to print. That's annoying. Fixed positions appear on every screen. Otherwise it's absolutely amazing. There's the way to get rid of those prints on every screen is there's a print style sheet called media print. And what I'll do is I'll do print display none and dot stats display absolute. Did I call it stats? Dot info. Info. That way, scroll your long doge, print. It's still there. At media print dot print display none. I mean, that does seem right. Did I refresh? Oh, the print is gone. The dot info. Let's just display none for it. I feel like dot display position. Oh, it's not. It's not display. Oops. Sorry, it's position, absolutely. Of course. There we go. So when you scroll and you print, your long doge has your stats at the top, which is very important. So you can claim your clout, but the print button is gone. I mean, I like that. I think that's probably all we need to put on a website. So let's go domain shopping. What should I call it? Print. It's either like long doge, longdoge.com is taken. Let's have a look at it. It's recommending long dog, which is funny. If I make print a long doge, I mean, print a long doge. Well, I was thinking I might add a few things later on to make it sort of a challenge, like you've got to click the wows to make them special or something like that. So maybe I'll just call it long doge challenge. Long doge challenge. That's definitely how you spell it. Yeah. Longdogechallenge.com. Long names. No, that we're buying it. Okay. Let me hide the details as I buy this. Long doge challenge. Yeah, the challenge is building a massive doge. I'll buy that domain. We'll stick it up on a site. Long doge challenge. I definitely haven't spelled that right. I always feel buying a domain that I'm going to mess it up completely. It's registering. Okay. Let's go back to this. In the meantime, what we can do is put this on GitHub. /new. And on GitHub, we'll call it long doge. Should I use long doge challenge? The long doge challenge. I'll put it up, create this repository so we can put it on Netlify. Let me get a terminal window up in here. My terminal styles are all broken at the moment. CD desktop long doge. Sorry, this is tiny. It's messy anyway. Git init, git add dot, git commit, long doge challenge. I was thinking maybe it would be funny to put like a leaderboard or something on there for people to print the massive doges. And let's push that up onto the Git repo. That was just this copy pasted final 3 lines here. So I refresh. There it is. The domain has sorted, so let's go to Netlify and add in, let's put this website up for the person that just joined. We've just built this long extending Doge website in all its glory. And I'm just kind of finishing up. I'm going to put it on a new site from Netlify. Again, Netlify is a super useful tool for kind of hosting simple sites like this. I can only have long doge challenge. Deploy site. Deploy site from Git. It's so quick, so quick. Okay, Eager McCarthy. All right, so it's online. So good. And the only thing we need to do is point it to the domain now, which is add a custom domain, longdogechallenge.com, verify, yes, add domain, verify DNS, check DNS configuration, no, how do I do this again? Netlify DNS, yes, verify, add domain. Continue. Then I have to put these DNS records into Google here. 1, 2. Mary Rose, you want to come up here? My very own doge has entered the room. 4. Save. Oh, come here. That is going to put them onto Netlify, and that this is Mary Rose for the record. Let me just show you her beauty. She's my precious. Okay, so longdogechallenge.com has been born. That is a useless site if I've ever seen one, and it is glorious. You can print it. I'm definitely going to build a little challenge here to, I do want to print it, honestly, to see, who can print the longest Doge. So, maybe there's more to come, and that Git repo is up. So I want this SSL certificate. Perfect. So I want to see. Anyway, that secure there is going to flip over. But yeah, I mean, that's the site. That's the useless build. 45 minutes. Print the long Doge challenge. Print a long Doge. Yeah, definitely a leaderboard. Definitely a few kind of things to come. I was thinking maybe I could have mega wows or some rainbow. When I was looking at that ASCII art Doge, there was the option to. There was a smaller one as well, so maybe I could put those in the background. Plenty to come. Plenty to come. It would be nice to get some color as well. I've seen some terminal Doges with color. But yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Those who have popped in here, majorly appreciate it. Build something new next week. See ya.